Alright, welcome back. This is Elysium today. I got a map finally, and there's a bunch of stuff I can do. Do we still have a Joyce check to do, or? Because I thought I did. I thought the check with Joyce was the
You're back. Good. What can I fear I've told you. Is there anything?
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Of course, detective.
I thought the check with her was like the pail or whatever.
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines, and that is
the Wild Pines group is one of the. She nods.
Also, the volume might be a bit off because this goes off a desktop audio. So I don't.
Of course. Of course.
This is a problem I've seen before. It might be hard for me to like find what I need to be doing.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Cause like I don't know what the Joyce check is referring to there means. Backyard wall. Footprints in the dust. Where is that at? It doesn't always give me an indication of where it is. Knick-knack stand. There's a check there. That's a place we can do. Is Kim just gonna be back like tomorrow? Also, who is that? Is that Cindy?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Officers, it's just me. Yeah, okay. That's the thing I was gonna say before. A lot of the checks we can potentially do, showing up on the map, don't actually I'm not actually sure where they are. Like there's that footprints one. I would potentially be interested in doing that, but I don't remember what that is. Knick-knack. Oh, is Knick-knack stand like stealing something from the fruit store? It's like there's this, is it?
The tear machine stands in the corner.
No, that's the bottles. Do I have any bottles on me? I do.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
And look at that. Got $1, so it wasn't a complete waste. I think, is it this the knick-knack stand?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath.
Yeah, you can buy a $4 raincoat or steal it. So that's not a check I want to try, at least not quite yet. Titus Hardy. Ceiling. Door apartment 12. So I don't really know if there's any good checks we have to do. Why is Footprints in the Dust not showing up? Like, it's the only one that we don't have a obvious. Like everything else, there's like a prompt on the map somewhere. But, pressing A on it doesn't do anything either. I don't know, what do we have for tasks? Oh, we just have to open the door for that one? I can do that, potentially. Okay. I gotta do that too. So I don't really have anything else to do. I'm sorry I probably was quiet there, but I don't know what else I have to do. Like, if it's just unlock the door, I was worried before about like entering the door and like starting something up, but if I just have to unlock that door behind the the what's it? I can probably do that. Also, I need to think to myself about how I want to like navigate this crazy world. Yeah, okay, it's up here as you get back there. Is it this one that you unlock?
The door to the Weasel's Den, guarded by the Lionhead Knocker. Both have seen better days. The
Just
leather
listening.
upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
I mean, we can just unlock
You
it, right?
try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt.
I'm
Finally,
afraid.
the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
Like, I do want to know what's
Only
inside.
curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
I mean, that's the end of the check, right? Oh, I guess we're gonna oh, there's no one in here. We might as well snoop around. Kim won't know about this either, which is good, I guess.
Sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Colonial mugs. Is this racial?
A little
Racism?
ring, though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
It sure
There's
is.
something disdainful in the way the curves and
Oh,
lines of
they're,
the bodies were drawn.
Like the old Disney
The
style
images
drawings.
portray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Yeah,
This person
I can
is unhappy.
stick with that.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
Is this person potentially like one of their mugs was in the garbage
The owner
can?
of this collection could be dumping his
Yeah.
trash in the Whirling's container.
So they
An
could
interesting little clue.
do
Let's see where
stuff.
this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
So this is a lead,
Perhaps
actually.
you
This
should
is
break
good.
into apartments more often. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Could be. But this clothes in the trash lead doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. Still, good thing to keep in mind.
I mean, just getting more info
You
in
could
general would
ask
be good.
everyone who this person is once you're done here.
Yeah, if there's no one home, we may as well, like, get as much as we can out of this area. This is fascinating. Okay, that's cool. What does
This
that
is
mean?
the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
Oh,
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
I mean, that's supposed to be like sundogs in real life, right? That's like a thing that happens. It's only 2 suns, I think, instead of 6, but that is a thing that can
It is but
happen.
one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomena of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue
Yeah.
flares.
You see, I'm right. They call them sundogs in here, too. I'm not
The
gonna
flag
bow.
doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colourful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
In World of Walking 6, whoever lives here was boring. Ooh, drugs. Big fan of that. So the only real thing here is the lead is the drugs and the lead on on the whatever's happening in the garbage can. Also the free shirt I got. Tricellular dress shirt. What have I got on now? Like, I got it's +1. Yeah, well, I'm gonna wear this guy's shirt. Hang on, I just remembered, wasn't there another, no, I was thinking of the same visual calculus. 'Cause I thought, wasn't there a visual calculus check to do? But that is the footprints in the sand or whatever I had to do. Well, we so far haven't otherwise gotten much done today, so we may as well go and tell Everard. Also, did the corner of the world just, like, load there? I saw things happen. I don't know, things are always happening. Not a big fan of the scabs, now that I know what a scab is. Oh? Habitually chilling. Just like me. Okay, so I still don't ever know how to navigate this area. Like, I feel like a lot of this is just here to, like, be intimidating, you know? In terms of, like, game design, in terms of how it's all laid out. And I mean, it does kind of work. I certainly am, to some degree, intimidated by what is going on here. Can I enter? Yeah, I gotta... Sure, that's how directions work. Ah, Harry. I'm not good at impressions, but you know what I'm getting at.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today? I'm very
At the
glad
door.
to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I'm
You're
gonna
right,
lie.
Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
Yep.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good.
Point 1 is good. I'm gonna start with
By
point
now,
2 though.
I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flat caps.
Yeah, everyone's got
Harry, this
hats on.
strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
They're
Everything
not
they
good.
did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
No, I want to get more out of it,
Now,
right?
I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
I think he's being ironic,
Yes,
right?
I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Mhm.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company
Yeah.
hired. I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Right, more just what we're
One of them
hearing
got
so
downright
far.
suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
And train.
Harry, what you need to realise is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighbourhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base. There's a militant wing inside the Union, a group of people whose duties don't involve manual labour, but peacekeeping in the neighbourhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organised crime.
They're like you, idealistic people who want to make sure that bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organised crime.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervour drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation. Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried. He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
Well, I mean, now we're gonna be talking to him for a while, but that's good. That's part of what this game is.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
I mean, we know that they
You
organize the
said it,
scabs,
Harry.
right?
Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me. Tribunal?
Let's just
That
talk
sounds
about.
serious, Harry. We union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
Ew, dude,
He
don't
wants
be
you
like
to
that.
do more things for him before.
Okay, that's sure.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative. Harry, they're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded
Okay,
this
so
call.
that's good. That's
You can
something.
now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Alright.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wasn't
I-
offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information.
I don't
Is
know
there
what's up with
anything
that.
else?
We might as well just tell him we went
Racist mugs
inside.
in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
Yeah, he doesn't
I have
care.
so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you. Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody.
Does he
Can't
have a
imagine him
name?
being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Let's
Oh,
hype
you're
him
too
up.
kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
Well, that
Was
was.
it a good
It's
talk?
always
I'm
something.
not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I
Mhm.
don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
I am
I
that,
want to,
but
but I just
I'm
can't.
wondering what happens if we go like the more right-wing paths in
man
this
of the
game.
left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
So you can be an American, you can be a grifter like Andrew Tate or whatever, I guess. You can be like a brain dead normie. I guess I shouldn't get too political. No, I should. That's the point of this game.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Oh, I don't
I'm
like
glad
what
you
this is
asked,
going
Harry.
for.
The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Yeah, it'd be good for Kuno
There's a
and
nameless
his
little street on
friend.
the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry. They're
That's
just
something.
going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
So no one's gonna get kicked
Is
out?
he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Yeah.
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them.
I don't
We're going to
like how
build a
this
youth
is
centre
going.
there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
He means it.
Okay, if he does mean it, I mean, I guess I can always just not do it if it turns out to be bad.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
Who needs to
you
sign
need
it
to
is
get
the
signatures
question.
from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there
Okay,
is
another
some
thing
trouble
locked
with the
till
water,
Wednesday.
but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
Alrighty, well, that was always a pleasure talking with you, buddy. How do I get out of here? Somebody get me out. Alright. And so I got another experience point. I got another interactable. I should read that later on. And what is going on here? It's just something I finished. You know what? Let's read it right now.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Oh,
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
that seems odd.
There is
Nice.
no loophole.
Oh,
The simple truth
not
is
nice.
the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door. Well, you could trick Everard. Get some random people to sign the document. By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will be already concluded.
Couldn't I just forge 2 signatures? Also? Yeah. So I guess the 2 people who are the supposed to sign it, we have to have like your character sprites, right? So we're gonna join up with a lot of people. I think a lot more people tomorrow, like in game tomorrow when the water lock opens up. Because right now I don't know how much more there actually is to do at the moment. There are a few things I want to do, but most of everything seems to be like locked up by the like they're happening on the other side of the water lock. Also, navigating this game is hard sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna stand outside the whirling rags. I guess Kim's gonna be gone till tomorrow. So we'll just save here and we will call it a day, I guess. I mean, we did get something done. I kind of wasn't sure whether or not we would, to be honest, but so I consider that, you know, success.